What is happening? You are listening to episode 296? Question mark?
I didn't, hold on.
You didn't change it? Then it's 6.
So,
there we go.
It is 6.
Perfect. Of the Nintendo Powercast. I'm your host, N64 Josh. Player 2, Crawler. What's up, dude?
Hey, how's it going? And it's Crawler coming at you.
That music you just heard is from On Being Human. You can check them out on Spotify and YouTube. Remember, this is an unofficial Nintendo podcast. And if you'd like to pick up my book, Another Castle, in paperback or on Kindle, head on over to n64josh.com/anothercastle. If you'd like me to read it to you and you've never signed up for Audible, you can sign up. You can get it for free by going to n64josh.com/audible. I've been playing with the Satisfy grip a lot, and I love this thing. I absolutely love it. They've also got a Kickstarter going right now for they're competing with Control Freaks. And for $40, you can get all 3 of the different stick. You know, they basically just raise the height of your
adjusters.
Yeah. They raise the height of your stick, and they've done some interesting things with theirs. So that's on Kickstarter right now for another couple days. But if you want to pick up the grip, head on over to n64josh.com/switchgrip. And let's talk Black Friday sales, guys. I got Nintendo's website open right here. You've got the Mario Kart bundle coming out at $2.99. Also comes with 3 months of Nintendo Switch Online. That's going to be available everywhere. I will have it in my store, n64josh.com/Amazon. Comes out Sunday, but be early, right? Be on top of this if you want to get it and get it under the tree this year.
I think they've sold out almost the last. Is it 2 years now they've done this? This will be the third.
I think so.
And this is the first time it's also going to have the new Switch, because last year they were getting rid of the overflow stock of old Switches.
Correct.
So this will be the better battery and better screen.
Exactly.
Switch.
Yep. Exactly. So that's coming out on Sunday, the 22nd. And I will have it in my shop, n64josh.com/Amazon. I'll also have the games that are going to be on sale, which are Link's Awakening, Mario Tennis Aces, Yoshi's Crafted World, Mario Maker 2, and Luigi's Mansion 3. You can pick all these up for $39.99. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are going to be half off at $29.99. And Minecraft Dungeons will be $10 off the Hero Edition for $19.99. And that includes all of the content packs and bonus items. So all of these are available in my shop, n64josh.com/Amazon. If you want to pick them up there, I greatly appreciate it. A few other things I've added to the shop recently. I have a vast collection of mugs, and so I've started adding all the different mugs that I either have or want to my store. And as well as just a bunch of Switch accessories, the Switch, the Satisfy grip. I was using the Hori D-pad to play some Mario 35, and so a lot of stuff on there that I highly recommend. So you can go check that out if you want. And with that, we're gonna jump on over to our announcements.
Hey, listen!
All right, the Animal Crossing podcast going strong. We're getting back on a weekly schedule for that. The latest episode is out where we talk about the update that just launched today. It is available right now. You can update your game and play the update. The Smash Bros. Tournament is happening this Saturday. You can sign up at n64josh.com/smash, and that's at 5 p.m. Pacific. If you want to play, you've got to be signed up by 4. I will be going live at 4 o'clock, probably putting in latecomers and just letting people know what's going on.
What was that website again?
n64josh.com/smash, and Crawler loves that. That's his favorite. I've seen requests in the comment section of the Animal Crossing podcast saying, "When's the Smash Bros. Cast coming out again?" So we gotta do an episode of that very soon. And I actually have some ideas for some interesting Smash content that may be hitting YouTube very soon as well. Mario Kart's happening on Twitch Mondays and Fridays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We've been having a great time with that. YouTube, I've got a bunch of stuff going out. There's gameplay with no audio, like no commentary, I should say, of me playing Smash, trying to work my way to Elite. I throw in some Mario Kart in the mix there. I've also got the Animal Crossing, just kind of chill music, just kind of something to put in the background and let play. They're half-hour long videos, just nature sounds and the Animal Crossing music. It's very relaxing. So I've had people comment like, "Oh, this helped me fall asleep" and stuff like that. So go check it out. The Pokemon Competitive Guide, the third video is up on my YouTube channel right now, and so you can go check that out if you want to start learning about. I think the third guide was learning about breeding, and so I've been learning to breed Pokemon, which has been cool. I've also completed my Pokedex.
So, riding a bike back and forth a lot.
Yeah, pretty much riding a bike. Yeah, the Smash League is happening. If you're interested in that, make sure you're in the Discord, n64josh.com/Discord. There is a sign up sheet that is pinned. We're gonna talk about that more on Saturday during the tournament, and talk about getting a soft launch going for that, and then probably the official launch in January. So tentatively, just kind of still working out things. I do want to get a Pokemon League going as well, but I will need your guys' help for that. If you're interested in something like that, hit me up. And we have our Animal Crossing monthly event that is going to be happening the last Sunday of this, or the last Saturday, I believe. It's either Saturday or Sunday. Stay tuned to the Discord. We've been trying to figure out with holidays, and are we doing holidays and all this stuff. It's kind of hectic. But if you want to be involved in that, just jump into the Discord. We will be putting out the exact date for that very, very soon. It's either the last Saturday or Sunday. I think it's Saturday though, because I had something fall through, so I believe it's Saturday. Yeah, so there's all your announcements. Let's get into what we've been playing. Crawler, what's your week been like? What you been playing?
This has been it's just whatever you want to play. There is a game out there for you to play this week. I've been doing a lot. I did not pick up a PlayStation or Xbox, so I've just been kind of playing with what I got. But I've been playing some of the new stuff. I picked up Cold War, so I've been playing Call of Duty a little bit. Excited to jump in. I haven't tried out the campaign yet, but I've been playing lots of multiplayer there with some people in the community. And I picked up Miles Morales on my PlayStation 4. So when I eventually upgrade to PlayStation 5, I can play that there as well. Trying to think what else. I played just on a whim. I think it came out on Game Pass. I played through the journey mode of Tetris Effect Connected, which I have Tetris Connect for PlayStation. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. I never finished that all the way through. I'm gonna have to look and see. I don't know what the parity is of those two. If Connected is just added multiplayer with on top of that, and I'm not sure what exactly makes Effect Connected different than just Tetris Connect. But yeah, that was fun to play through that journey mode and unlock some achievements playing on PC. I think I have it downloaded on my Xbox as well, but I haven't played it there yet. But I was playing with my Xbox controller. I beat Pikmin 3, kind of just a minimal run. I didn't go get all the fruit or anything like that. And I have the side missions left to do, but I beat the final boss. Was actually pretty challenging. I probably sacrificed the most Pikmin to that fight. It took over the course of just to get to that fight, just the puzzles that it took to lead the boss to the final arena for that fight took 2 or 3, maybe 3 or 4 like in-game days to go and do. It was pretty extensive networking through the level to figure out build all the bridges and defeat all the bosses to make a clear path.
Oh, that's cool.
To do that. So yeah, it was pretty fun. I can't imagine doing a 0 Pikmin death kind of run. At least I played on hard, which was the old normal, I guess. Maybe on an easy run with a little bit more time and a little more careful planning, I could do it. But ultra spicy, I think, would be definitely hard. With I think, didn't Eric say the Pikmin limit was down to like
60?
80 or 60?
Yeah, I think it's 60.
That would be tough. But yeah, I'm excited to go back and at least explore a little bit more. White, I didn't find white Pikmin. I know we had talked about that last week, but I don't know if they're in the game or not. But I don't know. Maybe there's more to go explore, and there's definitely.
I think they explode.
Okay.
I think.
They Smash. Yeah, I think that's what they do in Smash. But yeah, I have the Olimar side mission stuff to do and more to explore in that game. So I'll definitely have to dive back in there a little bit. Trying to think if there's anything else I've been playing.
Did you play Mario Maker?
I have not. I've watched you play a little bit of the Ninja speed runs
Mm-hmm.
the other day. I haven't jumped back in there yet. I updated a few games because I know I still haven't put in Animal Crossing, but I've been keeping it updated. But I know that we'll probably talk about this here in a little bit. But I know you can expand your storage in your house now, so that'll help out a lot of people. I know that was kind of, it was like you'd hit that limit, and there's a lot of stuff to collect in that game, so that makes collectors all sorts of paranoid that they can't keep collecting. But yeah, I mean, I've been playing lots. I mean, lots of different games, lots of different platforms. But yeah, I've done a little bit. I picked up the Game and Watch, so I've been playing. Surprisingly, I've been playing the most on my Game and Watch. I've been playing Ball, just because it's novel to the Game and Watch, and that's kind of what it was built for.
Do you know what your high score is?
Let's see here. On 3-ball, 2640.
That's high.
So it's pretty high, yeah.
Yeah.
After you roll over at a certain point, and the speed resets back down to a slower speed.
Oh, I see.
So I've gotten the speed to roll over at least once, and then, but yeah, 3-ball is definitely a lot more fun than 2-ball, just because there's more to juggle and handle on the screen.
Yeah.
But yeah, because mainly, I mean, the screen is tiny. My hands kind of cramp in one way when I'm trying to play Mario. So I feel like there are better ways to play original Mario Brothers and Mario 2 Lost Levels, namely on the Switch and or other places that those have released. But it's fun to have a nice little novel thing, and the color is really vibrant on that that Game and Watch, and it's fun to have that little clock up, and the noise can get a little repetitive, so you can turn the volume down a little bit, but it's fun just to see it. You can change it to different worlds in the Mario world. So yeah. And then you were telling me a few of the special things. I'm gonna have to go onto a website probably and look up all the special 35 secrets that are in it, but it's definitely a cool little novel collector's piece.
The last time I checked, I didn't see anybody that had 35 things posted yet. The last time I looked, anyway. The main things were playing as Luigi and Ball. It was playing. There's a song that plays if you switch to the clock, and then you hold down A or B for 5 seconds. It brings up a song that plays from Flip Notes. I posted it on TikTok, and it went the video hit 100,000 views. People kind of went crazy for it. They were like, "Flip Notes is my childhood," and it was cool for me to show my son, and he was like he got this big smile on his face because he loved Flip Notes. He just absolutely loved it. So yeah, there's that, and then you can unlock hard mode, which then you can play anytime you want when you beat Mario 1 and Mario 2, and which just replaces the Goombas with the Buzzy Beetle, I believe, is kind of one of the things it does. And then it adds more. There's more gaps that you can fall in and die. So, yeah. So that's a few of the things right there. The other thing is when the screen shut off, or when it gets to when it sleeps, you'll see some classic Mario artwork. That's very, very cool. Piranha Plants kind of sleeping, and I think Mario playing the ball games, some stuff like that. So I'm not sure if some of the secrets are the Shy Guys, if they consider the Shy Guy showing up in the clock, on the clock, as one of the secrets. I'm not really sure.
I would consider Mario moonwalking a secret.
Mm-hmm.
That happens every so often.
And I believe you can hit a button to change the background.
Yeah, if you keep hitting the time, it switches it.
Yeah, so you can see different backgrounds there. So I don't know exactly how they're counting things, you know.
They're probably grasping at straws to get to 35, so I'm sure changing the background is one of the special features.
Right, and then
'Cause-
times 4 on
yeah.
that one, you know. So yeah. Yeah. So, but overall, I thought the device was very cool. I love the I did an unboxing on YouTube if you guys want to check it out, and I kind of compared it to some of the 20th anniversary stuff that was in Japan and some of the like the 20th anniversary of Mario in Japan for the GBA. You got the Game Boy Micro, which also came out here. It looks like a Famicom, but then the carts they released GBA carts of 1 and 2, and they're a like a cream color and red, similar to the Famicom system in Japan, with the cool Mario artwork. And so, but the way those are boxed, there's some different things printed on clear plastic, kind of similar to the way the Game & Watch is, because the Game & Watch cardboard is just Game & Watch, but when you see the initial packaging, you get to see all the Super Mario Brothers artwork on it as well. So,
Yeah, because it's
it's just a regular Game & Watch box. Basically, when you turn it over, there's more Mario stuff on the back, but just on the front, it's
that sleeve. It's kind of a nice throwback, because that's what I mean. Back in the day, we used to have games in those plastic sleeves, and you slid out and it protected the cardboard a little bit, and then even inside you had the dust cover on the game, on the NES cartridges and stuff like that.
The good old days. The good old days. Yeah. It's funny. I mean, I was recently, as I've been pulling some of this stuff out, and I want to do some more, I have another video in the works of like comparing some of the anniversary items that Nintendo has released, at least the ones that I have in my collection. And just like, I don't know, I had this weird, like, I just had the urge to like put a cartridge in a system and play it. You know what I mean? Like, to just like,
when your Instagram post or whatever of the Game & Watch side by side, the Micro, like they look like they're brothers,
right?
They are definitely built from the same cloth with the same kind of plastic, and the color scheme is I mean, they know how to brand their anniversary stuff pretty well.
Yeah, they absolutely do. And what's really cool, I need to open it up, is the 25th anniversary of Super Mario Brothers. They released Mario All-Stars on the Wii, and that special edition has it has all kinds of photographs of the original graph paper that Shigeru Miyamoto was using when he was designing levels and designing Mario and all those things. And it's very cool.
I think some of that might be in the Mario Encyclopedia.
There's not
too.
much. One of the things I've been doing daily on TikTok, and I need to post these on the gram also, is Mario facts. And I pull out that encyclopedia and I find just one little, Easter egg or something that people might not know, or and I share it. And I was hoping for more stuff like that, but there's like one tiny picture of some graph paper, and that's it. There's not much to it at all. I think there's also I think in the Mario Maker, the 30th anniversary, I think in the Mario Maker like book that came in that.
Yeah, maybe that's what I was thinking, because it was a thicker manual on the Wii launch of Mario Maker, and it's definitely a nod to how the creative mode on Mario Maker is, with the graph grid and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's probably where they would have brought that out and showed a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's got some great stuff. It's got some really cool stuff. So, but speaking of Mario Maker, that's one of the games I've been playing and trying to do this Ninja speedrun that I believe you have until the 22nd to be in the top 35 if you want to get one of these coins. And I'm giving it my all on this. I'm even if I don't make it, I'm still what it's doing to help me improve as like a speedrunner, like is helping me significantly. Like, I absolutely just love it. Was so fun. I mean, chat was dying. I've got some clips I'm going to post, but like, I was just like, I think I'm making an Oh My Goomba shirt tomorrow because I kept saying Oh My Goomba when I
You,
would
you hug. I was gonna say you hug that thwomp quite a bit as well.
yeah, and that thing you have to get over the top of on this run. So if you guys are interested in trying I'm going to be putting up my progress on socials, but if you want to see, I Panga's not in first. He might be in second or third right now. But if you look up Panga Ninji speedrun on YouTube, you can see what he's running, what he's doing, and because the record time is 20 seconds, right at 20 seconds, and my best time is right at 26 right now. So I have to knock 6 seconds off of my time basically. And I'm really curious what it's going to be on the 22nd. Like, I think that is the last day. It just, how many more seconds
I mean, they're at the point
get?
right now where they're just shaving tenths of seconds off.
Pretty much. Yeah. And so, but it's really cool.
But as soon as you can, is it holding above 20 seconds right now?
I believe so.
As soon as somebody breaks 19, as soon as you get sub 20, that's when it's big time.
Yeah, it's when it's gonna go crazy. And somebody could find a different route. That's the thing. Here's what's really cool about this level. Even if you have Mario Maker 2, and if you don't plan on doing you don't want to compete for the speed or whatever, a couple things. One, if you do want to compete, you have to sign up at mario.nintendo.com. Otherwise, if you get the top time, you will not get the gold medal. So or the gold coin. So make sure you go and sign up first and then play. You also get points towards your missions in on the Mario missions, which at this point I don't even know what they're for. I don't know why
well, you want to earn silver coins, because silver coins is what you've been cashing in for those. I mean, if Nintendo continues down the path of actually giving us My Nintendo rewards, you want to have a good stockpile of platinum coins. Yeah.
Got it. So there you go. You can keep collecting for that. And I do believe somebody told me they did restock a bunch of that stuff this last week. So like the posters and the lanyards.
I wish they would do the pins.
I know. The pins would be great. Super Nintendo said he'd sell me his for $500, so I'm thinking about it, but
Poor Wario 64 just gets berated by people now when he posts something that's not PlayStation 5 or Xbox One pre-order information. Like, because I mean, he's back to his normal stuff right now. There's, I think, a Walmart release tomorrow for some pre-order, some PlayStation and Xbox stuff. But anytime he's posting sales or Nintendo information or anything else, the comments are just filled with, "Oh, not a PlayStation 5? I don't care." Like the internet, you gotta love it, right?
Oh yeah, it's a good time, great time. So Mario Maker's been a blast. I've been having fun with that. I busted out Mario 35 and got a few more levels unlocked, because I'm trying to unlock everything and then hit level 100 so that I can play as Luigi. Not that I would, because it's Luigi, not Mario. And so that's still fun. I really enjoy that. I'm still curious on what's going to happen with that.
Do you think
game.
It's going to stick around? I was going to say.
I can't, why make something and then have it go away?
Is it populating really fast still?
Oh yeah, incredibly fast.
I'm impressed that Tetris 99 still populates as fast as it does. So I mean, as long as they can justify the player base and it doesn't sit and, well, who knows how many bots they have to put into Tetris 99 games, I guess. But as long as games keep filling, I mean, they should keep the servers up.
Well, and I just wonder if it's going to go to Mario 99, because if you can do 35,
it's branding right now is what it is.
I think so. Maybe. I think it is just branding for the 35th, and then it could go 99, and then they could put. I mean, they need to
have faster ways to advance the game if they're going to do 99 players, though.
For sure, and the other thing is I bet we see more skins and more. We see Mario 3, we see Mario 2, we see Mario World, maybe even the new. I mean, they have all of them
lost levels
right there. Yeah. So even if they just did up through World, it would still give a decent amount. Well, the problem is with a game like World, it's 90 levels or something like that, or 92 or something. It's a lot of levels. So I don't know if they would do it, but
I mean, you can omit ghost houses and fortresses a little bit there. Maybe.
Yeah.
But,
I don't know how they do it. Like,
yeah, the ghost house, especially ghost houses in World, some of them were a little challenging, like puzzly. So that
yeah,
wouldn't really fit into the mold of a speed run kind of game type.
yeah, for sure. For sure. So I mean, it would just depend. It would depend on what they want to do. But either way, it's a great. I mean, it's a good time. And I mean, I've been hearing the Super Mario Brothers theme playing for like the last, like 2 months because of Mario 35 and picking up the Game and Watch and now playing Mario Maker 2. But a little bit more about the Ninja level. It's full of Easter eggs and just like, you see 35s all over the place. Some of the levels or some of the parts of the level are giant Marios made out of the different blocks and a giant fire flower. And it says like 1985 to 2020, like the level's designed really, really cool. There's a secret sub area that you can get into. And it also, the whole thing autoplays. So you can autoplay the first section, then you can autoplay the subsection also if you want to. And they do something really cool with because there's no axe to kill Bowser. They use a bunch of these P blocks and then the P switch, and when you step on it, he falls into the lava. So it's pretty cool. The design is pretty cool, and it was a lot of fun to play. So I highly recommend at least checking it out even if you don't want to do the speed run, because it's well made. It's well made.
So before we advance, but speaking of playing what we played this week, I did something I've never seen before. I was browsing through HBO Max, and I saw that The Wizard was on there.
Yeah.
And I had actually never sat down and watched The Wizard.
Okay.
So that's what I did last night. I sat down and I watched The Wizard. And I mean, I guess my biggest question for The Wizard is, why does some random kid in Podunk City, Nevada, have a power glove in a metal briefcase? That's what I want to know. And nobody else has seen this power glove and this kid.
These are the questions that will forever plague us.
Also, I get that The Wizard came out pre anybody playing Super Mario 3, but the fact that they called level 3, level 2, and something else was off with the worlds, like the levels that they were playing.
Oh, I see.
Well,
how'd they know about the whistles?
Yeah, it's the same. Fred Savage is sitting there in the audience, like, he's got to get a warp whistle. What?
Yeah. So,
and he does it in the first fortress, which is actually the second warp whistle you can get. But he does it in the fortress without having had a tail. He went in there with fireballs as well. It's like, okay,
they must have had a Game Genie or something.
I guess.
Yeah. That's so crazy. Because I hadn't seen that movie. I'd only seen the previews up until a couple of years ago. I picked it up on Vudu and watched it. And
it's a very long, drawn out commercial for Super Mario 3.
It really.
You don't see that until the last like 5 seconds of the movie, and it's more of an ad for Universal Studios, I think, than Nintendo.
Well, you got games like Rad Racer, and there's so many other games that are in the mix.
The Turtles and Zelda and
right.
Ninja Gaiden.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of games that they advertised in there.
Yeah, that
was probably part of Nintendo's seal of approval for some of those games. Like, hey, we get to use your game in this ad.
Right.
This long 120-minute ad that we're gonna run.
Yeah, it really did feel like you walked out of a really long commercial. That's for sure. When at least when I watched it, I was like, interesting. But I mean, I loved it. I was like, this is a cool nostalgia trip. So
Fred Savage could do no wrong in the mid-90s.
Right, exactly. Wonder Years and everything else. So yeah, that's funny. I didn't realize that was on there. This is just a little side note, but if you have Disney Plus, watch the Star Wars Christmas special, the Lego Star Wars Christmas special.
I told William about that. I said we need to sit down and watch that. It makes me feel like they're almost half teasing the fact that they might one day pull out the real Christmas special and put it on Disney Plus. If they're doing that big of a nod to call the new Christmas special the holiday special, and they're leaning into Life Day a little bit more, because don't they say?
Oh, it's all about Life Day.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
And Jon Favreau mentioned Life Day in the very first episode of Mandalorian too, I think.
Oh, I believe. I'll have to watch again. I don't remember.
I think the guy that the very first bounty, I think he was talking about his Life Day.
That's right. Yeah.
Something.
Yep. That's correct. That's correct. So
I'm excited for what this has been a week.
Episode 4.
But episode 4 is going to be good stuff.
Yeah.
3 was amazing. 2 was definitely the slow simmer to get to 3, and 3 is going to be 3 was leading up to a lot of what's going to be in 4, so it's going to be good.
Well, I don't know if you saw, but those spiders that were in 2 were in original.
The original concept for Hoth, the Hoth monster.
Yeah.
But then they're also the same spiders that are in Rebels.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. So
just a bigger version of it.
pretty cool stuff there. But yeah, the Lego Star Wars holiday special. Like, I'm gonna actually watch it I'll probably watch it a few times, because it takes place after episode 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's like continued story with Rey and Finn, and
I've heard it like wraps up some like problems that people had with 9, right? Maybe
it definitely could. Yeah, it definitely could. But there's just and it's Lego, so it's just well written. So a little tangent there.
And when does Lego Complete come out? That's soon, right?
That's a good question. I thought it was. I
know Best. I feel like I almost need to go buy it at Best Buy too, because I think they have a steelbook. So
I'll check right
darn
now.
you, Best Buy, and your steelbooks.
Yeah. Let's see when it comes out on the Switch here. But yeah, as far as the games I've been playing, I've still been going strong on Fortnite, having a good time with that. And let's see. Amazon says free shipping, of course, as usual. It looks like uh-oh.
What?
It has a date of December 31st, 2021.
Placeholder.
So, you know what that means.
Maybe Best Buy or Walmart or somebody has a different date. But real quick, tell me about your experience. Like, I think you got your Game & Watch through Best Buy, right?
Yes. So
do we want to talk about this whole random release, like how it happened? Because it happened on Thursday night for me at like 10:30, so it would have been like 9:30 your time, I think, that this came out. Like, do you think this was Nintendo's doing? Was this the FCC delay? Was this what do you think it was that caused this whole thing to not be like, it caused kind of, I mean, it when I tried to buy it on Best Buy, it put me they need to do this for the PlayStation and Xbox next time they get stock, is what Best Buy needs to do at least. But it caused like a queue system to queue up where the button wasn't yellow for me on Best Buy, and it was like, we'll get more stock in and the button will change and you can add it to your cart, and then once it's in your cart it guarantees that it's yours. It kind of almost did like a Ticketmaster kind of thing where it locks you in for X number of minutes. And I feel like they almost need to do that, because Walmart is almost guaranteed to crash again tomorrow when bots take down their website trying to buy PlayStations and Xboxes.
Mm-hmm.
But who do you think's doing was the release time frame?
That's a good question. I mean, it was very strange. I did the same, like, I don't remember if I saw a tweet or if I just happened to remember. I was like, oh wait. Because when Mario Kart Live,
I had been checking quite often. It was in my save thing on Best Buy, and I would log in all the time. And I think Wario64 had been tweeting about another site that had it for like $5 more. And then GameStop went live, and then Best Buy went live, and then I think Target and Walmart followed suit.
Gotcha.
But it was late. It was late for, especially East Coast. It would have been like 12:30 in the morning.
Yeah. So a couple weeks prior, there was no pre-orders available for Mario Kart Live. As soon as, so I went on Best Buy's website at like 10 p.m. Thursday night, bought it, that was in stock, and just went and picked it up the next day. So it wasn't technically a pre-order at that point. I was just ordering what was in stock, and I went and picked it up. So I was like, well, for some reason, I just happened to remember at 9:30, I'm like, oh, the Game & Watch is going to be out. So I fired up Best Buy. I hadn't seen anything. Like, I hadn't seen anything. I was like, something just randomly hit me. I was like, I need to check. And try to get in my cart. And yeah, this thing happened. So Jen sat next to me. I'm like, okay, you need to add this to your cart as well, because if one of us gets it, I want to, make sure it happens. Well, I ended up getting it, no problem. It was really no issue whatsoever. And then, but when I went to pick mine up, somebody had ordered the rest of them. Like they had this massive stack in one of the boxes. So I was like, I'm guessing one person just cleaned them out, which I think their thing said one per.
I got two in one order on Best Buy, but I think some retailers were limiting, and maybe if you went in person, they were trying to limit. I saw somebody post in Discord. I think there was a sign on the display that said limit one per customer or something like that.
I see. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know what the deal was. It was like, maybe they wanted us to feel like it was 30 years ago where you couldn't use the internet to shop. But in the current state of the world, it was like, it would have been great for a lot of people to just have this mailed, like, shipped to a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, it's a very strange, it was a very strange release. And I don't know if it has something to do with it being classified as a console. I think the funniest tweets and messages I saw were like, sorry, but I'm buying a PS5. Not that, I'm just like, really? Like, are you really comparing these two things? Cause what? Like this is like a novelty item.
Novelty collector's item.
Yeah.
That plays 3 games that are very old.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. Again, people on the internet are crazy sometimes. So, but yeah, I don't know who's responsible for it. I mean, I feel like Nintendo's site was even like pre-order, and it was like, where
sometime,
yeah.
And it seems like it was only this hubbub was only created in the US because Europe could pre-order and Japan could pre-order, and people that were worried that really, really wanted it were paying close to $80, I think, through like Japan. Amazon Japan would ship to the US versus Amazon Europe, which we always try to get their special editions. Amazon Europe won't ship to US. But Amazon Japan was for this in particular. So like there was a way to get it, but you had to pay the import tax on it, kind of in the shipping.
Interesting.
But yeah, it seemed like it was only kind of. So I'm wondering if the FCC thing did play into it a little bit, but it does seem weird.
Yeah, the other thing too is I've seen tons of pictures of people saying there's plenty of these things at Walmart don't pay scalpers. So, but I don't know. But I think Walmart's website shows they don't have any. Walmart's website is weird
Walmart's
because it's trying to be Amazon, but it's
yeah,
not.
It is so confusing. Because you have to be very careful when you're looking at Walmart's site now, because they have so many third-party sellers. It's not clear what they sell and what they're carrying for other people.
Yeah. So again, it was strange. I know some people didn't get it, which is unfortunate. My gut feeling with this is they're going to release more of them. I can't imagine
it's going to be restocked. If it's not available in your area, it'll be restocked, or it'll find its way back on the internet.
It's got to be so cheap
at least through Nintendo's. Yeah. It's plastic and a screen and a very small chipset, because it doesn't take a lot to run that.
Yeah, the profit margin's got to be massive on it. So I would assume that they would just try to get as many out as possible. And and they were good about the SNES and the NES Classic. Like those, I mean, it took a while, but they eventually got them back out, and I mean they were still on store shelves for a while there, after like even a few months past the last March.
Whatever leftover plastic they have from this by March next year, we'll get a Zelda Game & Watch, I'm sure.
Well, there is a Zelda Game & Watch. Like there,
that's what I'm saying. We will get a legit reprint of like an anniversary collection to celebrate the old Zelda Game & Watch.
Yeah, that wouldn't be surprised. And I think it was actually a dual screen.
Yeah.
Like Donkey Kong, I know is a dual screen. I think Zelda is also. I think I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know they're not cheap. I think they're like $150 on eBay. So, but yeah. So any other games I've been playing? Like I said, Fortnite, Mario Kart, of course. I'm still cruising on Smash. We are gonna do a Mario Tennis event very soon. We just got to get a date picked for that and play some Mario Tennis with you guys. I didn't do the Nintendo event that just came out. Like, I just didn't. I wanted to, but I didn't. I forgot to sign up. So
Zelda Game and Watch on Amazon or eBay, $917. It is a dual screen.
Yeah. So there you go. It's not cheap. Not cheap. Cool piece though. Cool piece to have in your collection, that's for sure. So, well, let's I did pick up Need for Speed. I haven't played it yet though. So I wanted to check that out to let everybody know how it felt on the Switch. I have a couple other games that were sent to me that I need to get up some first looks as well. So those will be coming soon. So let's jump over.
Look for that Friday.
Yeah, one of these. Well, the Hyrule Warriors Friday. So
that's true.
We'll see. Maybe we'll do a bunch of first looks, including Hyrule Warriors. But there's a demo for that one, so it's kind of already done. Mm-hmm. All right, so for the news, we woke up this morning or yesterday morning, I believe, to the Animal Crossing update being announced, where you'll be able to see their Turkey Day is happening and Toy Day is happening, and we got more storage now in Animal Crossing, which is nice. Still no more design slots, which we really, really need, and just some good stuff to say. This was funny. You can now transfer your. Like if your siblings have characters on your island, you can now transfer all your stuff to a new island. Like your save data.
I did see that in Discord. Yeah, so you can do is that limited to a specific like one time only, or is that how does that work?
I don't think it's one time only. I think it's Nintendo anticipating a lot of people wanting to get their own copies of this game. I think the other thing that I found kind of interesting is a few of the ads that Nintendo is running right now. They show the Animal Crossing Switch in with the gray and the blue and red one. Like they show it as like part of the line of Switches now, like, which I found to be.
And they have a brand new like 2-minute long ad with Brie Larson now too.
And I don't know if it's the end of that ad or end of a couple different ads, but like at the end of it, you see like they kind of have these switches kind of fan in together, like the main line switches and then the Switch lights on the right-hand side. And the Animal Crossing one is like included, which I just thought was very bizarre. I was like,
I think they did a big a big restock of, I've been seeing them sitting around at a few different stores.
I mean, this game is going to be over 30 million. I don't know if it'll pass Mario Kart, but it might. Like it may be the top selling game on the Switch before the end of this fiscal year. It's going to depend on how these Mario Kart bundles do, I guess. And it doesn't seem to be slowing down really. Like they're supporting it, and it got nominated for Game of the Year, which I don't think I wasn't expecting that. But I mean, what other game do I have more time in than Animal Crossing this year?
I was to say, it's 2020. It's Game of the Year material just because of, I don't know if it's just because of the year, but like if there was a year that Nintendo was going to get Animal Crossing nominated, it was going to be this year.
Absolutely.
Also, if you look at what, as I say, I'm trying to think. Because the main nominees are Doom Eternal, Last of Us Part 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Animal Crossing, and Hades. Mm-hmm. I think, is that all of them?
I believe so.
So you kind of have a good representation. I think it's a 2-horse race. I said this earlier on Discord today. I think it's a race between Ghost of Tsushima and Last of Us Part 2, just because of the production and the sound, is like all the different categories that those two games are nominated in. I think add up to be like they kind of are the epitome of art and that kind of stuff. I'm not to take away from Animal Crossing a little bit, but it's more of a social experience, and it had its time in the sun because of, I hate to discount it by saying what I'm saying, but like it definitely got a bigger spotlight, I think, because of quarantine and people taking advantage of high school graduations and other life events that they were able to do pseudo remotely in other people's islands in Animal Crossing. And I mean, it's good on Nintendo for, like, the numbers don't lie. It's the second best selling game on the Switch, and it's only been out a whole lot less than lot less time than the Mario Kart. And it's definitely it's lifting, it's doing its heavy lifting for the Switch this year, and definitely contributing to the Switch having the stellar year it's had. And I think it'll help carry it through as being a console that you can maybe actually find in a store this year for Christmas, and actually be something people can give as a holiday gift, as opposed to fighting the bots and scammers online to try to get a next gen console. And it's also definitely a more affordable console. And I mean, short of competing with the Xbox One or Series S and Game Pass, like the Mario Kart bundle for $300 is one of the better deals in gaming. I mean, for what you get.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Nintendo's they're in a great spot this holiday season. For those of us that already have all of the, all the stuff that came out this year, it's kind of like, oh man, I wish there was some major title. I know Hyrule Warriors is dropping, but like, it's reviewing pretty good so far. It's sitting around a 79 on Metacritic, and that's fine, but it's no Mario Odyssey. It's no Smash. It's not. It's not. It's more in line with like a Xenoblade Chronicles 2, right? As far as the holiday title, but I mean,
there still might be a mid-December surprise from Nintendo.
Maybe. I keep my fingers crossed for Metroid Prime Trilogy. Right. Yeah. Yeah. They really seem to be pushing, the 3D All-Stars, Animal Crossing. They've still got the Sword and Shield with the expansion that they're pushing. And I mean, looking at their Black Friday sales, I mean, those are some great games.
First party games on sale. That's rare.
Yeah, that's their.
I mean, I think that is their short. That is about as equivalent to a console price drop for Nintendo as anything to compete with these next gen consoles. They're taking a cheaper console to begin with at $300, which I'm sure they're actually maybe even turning a profit. I think because Nintendo always turns a profit on that. I don't think they sell consoles at a loss. So they're making profit off every unit they sell. Plus, most of those copies that are all kind of not bigger, but they are all first party titles, have already kind of made their production cost. Like they've already recouped that. So this is all just like, it's definitely an answer to the next gen price hike that is, what is it, $70 now for,
I believe so,
for PS5 and Series X games. So getting something $30 cheaper that is high quality and it has the Nintendo name on it is a good deal, and that adds to bang for your buck and gets people on your system.
Well, and that any Animal Crossing Switches that sell, that's another game purchase. That's the Animal Crossing game purchase. It doesn't come with it, right? So,
yep.
Like that, they're
you're not going to buy the Animal Crossing Switch and not go buy Animal Crossing.
No, there's no way.
And if anything, somebody gets home and they they unbox it and they go, oh crap. They either go immediately to the eShop and buy it,
right,
or they drive back out to the store and go pick it up.
Yep. Yeah, and I mean, I've told this story before. My aunt and uncle, when they bought Animal Crossing, when we took Animal Crossing to their house and they played it, they were like, oh wow, like I'm talking 20 years ago, GameCube, right? They went and bought GameCube and that game and played it for
and they
like 2
played
months.
It in the closet, right?
Yeah, like 2 months before Christmas because they were so addicted to it. And so, there's a pro tip for all you parents out there. Make sure to go pick this up early so that you can
you need to update the console anyway. They won't know you open the console because you're doing them a favor by updating it.
Yep. And that's actually, real talk though, that's a good thing to do. Update that system before Christmas because when it happens on Christmas Day, it can be a nightmare for people. So
or Anonymous or Lizard Squad or whatever takes down PSN and Xbox Live.
That was the worst. My boys got Xboxes that year. That was their console Christmas, and yeah, they both got Xbox Ones.
That
and
sucks.
Yeah,
they were just bricks.
Yep. Yeah, it was bad. That was terrible. That was such a sad day. So let's see, as far as other news here, we got the Game & Watch release. We talked about that. Hyrule Warriors doing okay so far review wise. it's it's a Muso game.
I'm excited to play it.
Yeah, I am too. And Minecraft Dungeons is getting cross play and cloud save. So cross play is, I think it's out, but
you saw it on the Nintendo News channel on the Switch, so that makes me feel like it is out.
And it said enjoy crossplay now or something like that. And when I clicked it, it wanted to launch the title, so I was like, oh, I think it's there. So I think it's there. And then you were excited for cloud save because you have multiple.
Well, you do too.
Characters.
You do too. Well, yeah. But you can play it on your Xbox now, right? Because it's a first party game that you can launch there. So you have it in multiple spaces. So you can, it'll be coming soon. I don't think they have a date for it yet, but cloud save. Minecraft Dungeons is a game you can't play. Well, I guess you played it offline. What is that experience like offline? Because every time I launch it on Switch, it has to connect to an online game or whatever.
So I had to fire up my hotspot just to
So it won't work without internet.
No, you can.
Oh wow!
I think I could disconnect and then play, but then it wanted to reconnect before you finish the level or whatever too, to let you to save what you had, to save your loot and stuff.
The infrastructure is kind of already there for them to initiate cloud save. So you already have to log in and be online for the game. So they're working on getting that, and you'll be able to access your cloud save on all the different platforms you play on. So Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. It'll be good.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the last thing I wanted to just kind of touch on quickly is our talking point. So let's jump over into that. Here we go. So we've talked a little bit about this in the past, about these Nintendo community events and the esports and things like that, and the speed run, this Ninji speed run, and them really giving the community a reason to jump into Mario Maker and play this. I'm loving this. I'm loving going onto Twitch and seeing, other streamers there and having people come into my chat and they're like, hey, Feeny has this, she's at 24 seconds right now. It's kind of, there's some competition in the air, right? And it's kind of fun. It's kind of cool. So some of these things I feel like they're really knocking out of the park, and then other things I feel like they still just are behind the 8-ball, right? Smash still feels a little bit behind the 8-ball. Splatoon, I think
Mario Kart's not fun with the whole randomness of trying to get into a full lobby so you can maximize your point value.
Right.
Because it's a crapshoot if you're going to have a 12-person race.
Mm-hmm.
And it really hurts your chances if you race late or at an off time.
Right.
And you only get six or seven people in a race. The first place winner gets less points, even though you won.
Yep.
So they need to have a better system for that.
Yeah, it almost needs to be based on your place, not based on the points or something. When it comes to that, because and I feel
have a minimum threshold. They need to have a minimum threshold to even start a game.
Right.
And then award. It's first place is 12 points or whatever, and last place is 1 point or something like that. Yeah. Something easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So some of the stuff they really are. I'm just glad to see this stuff happening. I feel like this is the first time that we're really seeing some of these community events and seeing some of these things that are really trying to bring people together to play these games more. To, I could be mistaken. They may have done some other things in the past. I don't want to say that they haven't done anything, but to me now, I mean, we see ARMS events, we see Splatoon events, we see Mario Maker events, we see, I mean, the Ninja speedruns are the only thing that Mario Maker is really getting as far as content anymore from Nintendo. And this last one was very well designed. And from my understanding, most of the levels for these Ninja speedruns are very well designed. So it's nice to see so many things that they're, that they are trying to do to just build community around this. I'm curious what we might see, like even Animal Crossing, they kind of built in an event with that rover thing and doing his maze and checking that out, So I want to see this kind of stuff continue. But I mean, and you mentioned Mario Kart. Are there others that you feel like there could be improvements to, or are there some that you really feel are doing very well?
I mean, Nintendo has had hit or miss with Smash. I think one of the bigger telling things, and I think Nintendo might be keeping an eye on this really well, is we're getting a first like actual proper Smash tournament that's going to be 100% online in a couple weeks with Big House. They've made a transition to be 100% online. Registration's open right now. I think it closes like within like a day or two of the event starting. It's the weekend of the 3rd and 4th is the Big House online.
December?
And yeah.
Okay.
And it's going to be, I'm thinking it's going to be probably one of the largest Smash tournaments ever.
Mm-hmm.
Just because majors, I think Big House is in the major category now. I think it's been a growing event for the years that it's been going. But I think they're only running. Are they running? I don't know if they have ways to run. I think they're running melee singles. I don't know how they're doing that online. I think they have maybe kind of like old school Halo Connect kind of system set up for some of those people. But I have the registration here right now. But like yeah, they have melee singles and ultimate singles.
Interesting.
So yeah, I don't know exactly how they're accomplishing melee singles, but yeah, it'll be interesting. But
through emulators.
Maybe. I mean, kind of. Melee is already, at least at Genesis, it was on an emulator anyway. It was a special disc that only had the 2 or 3 courses, the stages that they played, and then the preset rule set. You didn't have to go in and create anything. Versus Ultimate, which you had to make sure people didn't touch the settings on that.
Right.
But same thing with 64. It was a special cartridge that they had that had the preset. Dreamland was the only stage I think you played in 64, and it was preset rule set built into that cartridge that was kind of almost an emulator. But yeah, I mean, I think Nintendo should pay attention to what's happening with a community-led event that's going to be widely online. That is, I mean, it'll be interesting, and I think embracing the competitive rule set and something as we've Nintendo has been inching towards, which we talked about a couple weeks ago, I think, with them doing more events without items and more just more in line with what the community has deemed the competitive rule set. So I'd like to see them embrace that a little bit more, find a way in the new Mario Kart when eventually it comes out to find a better custom set like options. I mean, I think would be good. But yeah, I mean, this is a new Nintendo, I feel like.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. I mean, they have the Versus account on Twitter. It's, it's constantly putting out, different tweets about what's going on and I like to see that they're just kind of embracing community more. I even see like my friend Sam, she recently became like a Nintendo influencer, I think is what they're calling it now. The ambassador program's kind of gone away. And she's been very, she's been a great part of the Animal Crossing community. I was watching Miss Click today play with like Rogers Base and a few other people, and they were giving away games that Nintendo had provided, and they were checking out like Mario 35. They were checking out Fortnite. They were checking out I think maybe it was Hades or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but it was almost like Nintendo was like hitting up the influencers and being like, "Hey, we're going to provide you with games to give away, and can you just showcase these games, for us pre-holiday?" Which I thought was great, because like Rogers Base was like, "Hey, I'm going to take all of our streams," because they were just doing a big multi-stream, and they're going to cut that up and put it up on his YouTube channel. So it'll be another way for them to promote different products and just get in front of more eyes, which, I mean,
yeah, that's also Nintendo getting in front of Ubisoft doing paid ads on Twitch, and like having influencers play Valhalla, and before the push of CD Projekt Red having ads and all that kind of stuff. And it's game season right now, and this last week was the start of that with the consoles coming out and some of the newer titles coming out. Call of Duty was out, so I mean, that when Call of Duty hits, I mean, kind of Madden now is like the start of the holiday season. That's even back in August, September now. But this is the big push for, and it's not even Black Friday day anymore, especially this year. It's like Black Friday month,
right?
And the last year or two, I would say, because last year I went and bought Xbox One S on the Sunday of the week of Black Friday. Like that week is the start of all those sales. Sometimes there's those bigger doorbusters on the day, but anymore gaming doesn't need those doorbusters to have a sale. So you see those kind of the sales, and Best Buy and Walmart and Amazon have been price matching for like through the holiday season, is what they'll price match all the way through Christmas, I think, which is a lot longer time frame than they've ever done that before. So this is, and gaming money spent this year, even the midst of a economic downturn a little bit and unemployment and all that kind of stuff, gaming money and spending there, I think, has been way up because of the pandemic. So there's Nintendo getting their hat in the ring to just remind people that they have a system out as well. They're not the new bright and shiny PS5 or Xbox, but they're still moving units.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and knocking those games down in price and everything. I mean, and the $300 system with the,
with the best-selling game on Switch, period. Like that's a big deal. The
only Xbox is competing with the Series S if they could be if they're available with the Game Pass. I mean, that's really your best value in gaming, right there. But
but you can't find it.
You can't find it, and you're going to be able to find the Switches. And Mario Kart still has as I'm finding out just from posting TikToks on Mario, like I have a Mario Kart video that's about to hit 1 million views. Like, people like Mario Kart. Like, it's not that great on like it's not viewed all that much on Twitch. Like, there's not a big directory, but there's still a lot of people wanting, like, playing that game. And it's the beauty of like something like Mario Kart is it's not just your online gaming. There's a lot of people playing that game on the couch, playing in the same room as family, like there's it really is a great game all around for however you want to play it. So
yeah, and I mean, that was one of 3-starring the 200cc all the way across the board. Like I'm proud of that accomplishment that I have, because it's not an easy feat to sit there and grind out the 200cc first place in every single race.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So there's a lot of content to that game. I just recently went back and realized, wait a minute, you can save your favorite replays and it shows different camera angles, but you have to delete your other ones so that you have room. You can only have like 10 of them or something, or 5 of them or 6 of them or something like that at a time. So
did you go through your replays and clean them up?
A little bit. Some of them were like really old, like really old. It was crazy. So
do you have bad lines?
I don't even, you can't really tell because the camera angles are so.
Oh, it switches on the curves and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they're so crazy. So, but all right, let's wrap this thing up. Crawler, where can people find you?
You guys can find me hanging out in the Discord. That is the best spot. So n64josh.com/Discord. We have 2 brand new rooms talking about Xbox and PlayStation. So if you want to talk about your new console or wish along with the rest of us, with everyone else that actually has one, you can hang out there and we can play lots of the games. Like I said, I'm playing lots of games. I forgot to mention I'm still playing Destiny. Destiny came out, I don't know when. I'm wearing my Destiny shirt. I don't know how I forgot. But but yeah, that's the best spot. Be sure to come hang out, play Mario Kart, play Animal Crossing with everybody. And look for, I think we were talking with Eric, he's not feeling great with a migraine right now, but he's the one of the 3 of us that has one of the new consoles, and I think we're gonna do kind of a special show maybe sometime this weekend where we're talking PlayStation and Xbox, and more so than we even did this week, which I feel like we talked about enough.
Yeah.
But we'll be talking more, so look for that special episode coming out here sometime soon.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I was super bummed when he messaged and said I'm not gonna make it. I was like, no, I wanted to talk PS5. Like I want to hear about those the haptic triggers and all that stuff. So because apparently
I've heard Astro's Playroom is like the best showpiece for the controller.
Really?
And I mean, I mean the console seems to be having its problems enough with saves and deleting games and the sleep and suspend, but the controller I think is the bright and shiny new showpiece for the PlayStation.
Which is interesting because I was thinking about that. Like Nintendo's kind of always on the forefront with that stuff, like the Joy-Cons and the HD Rumble.
Do you see what Eric posted today? He said the same manufacturer or developer of the HD Rumble was involved with the haptic triggers or something like that in the PlayStation controller.
Yeah, so we'll get into this more on Sunday. It'll be a good time. But remember, guys, the Smash Bros tournament, n64josh.com/smash. There, I said it for Crawler the right way. If you want to sign up for that, it's a good time. I'll be streaming it all evening on Saturday night. It's a long stream, but it's a lot of fun. You're going to see some great Smash gameplay. It's a really good time. So hopefully you guys can make it out for that. Jump into the Discord, n64josh.com/Discord. Follow me on Twitch at n64josh. Sub to the YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate that. And all the socials are n64josh. I'd love to connect with you guys there. So thank you again for listening. Everybody that's here live with us on Twitch, thank you for being in chat. We do greatly appreciate you guys. And we will see all of you guys very soon. Bye now.